Hi my dear friends, how are you? Hopefully all of you safe and fine. I am also be safe and fine, my dear. Dear friends, in the last class, we understood by discussing elaboratively right from the beginning of supply. Supply includes, supply excludes, followed by composite supply and mixed supply. Thereafter, we referred levy and collection of GST. And finally, we also covered in the last class composition scheme. Section 10 of the CGST elaborately we covered. Now, I am bringing to a notice applications on the part of supply, composite and mixed supply, namely section 8, after section 7 of the supply, section 8. Thereafter, section 9 talks about levy and collection of the CGST, followed by section 10 of the CGST, composition levy scheme. On all these areas, we are going to work out now ample of applications, numeric examples, by inviting attention on the part of CA or TP, questions for practice, which is separate volume uploaded by the CA Institute in the website, questions for practice from there, followed by past examination questions of CA, CMA, CS. One by one, I am presenting now is as follows for a kind consideration. And what you have to do here is, my presentation of the numerics are as follows. I will read the problem and I will analyze it, what we discuss and what problem required and what would be the solution. Once we completely discuss the problem, I will present in front of you step by step to make a note in our notebook, which is very important for revision, my dear friends. And once you write is equal to 5 times of reading, is as follows one by one. Let us start from scope of supply, question number 1. Lifted from your past examination question, sir. Reading as follows. A makes intrastate supply of goods valued at rupees 50,000 to B within the state of Karnataka. B makes interstate supply to X Limited located in Telangana. After adding 10% as its profit margin. Thereafter, X Limited sells to Y in Telangana intrastate supply after adding 10% of his margin. Assume that the rate of GST chargeable is 18%, CGST 9%, SGST 9% and IGST 18%. Calculate the tax payable at each stage of the transaction detailed above. Wherever input tax kit is available and can be utilized, calculate the net tax payable in cash. At each stage of the transaction, indicate which government will receive the tax paid and to what extent. This is what the examination question in the past. By reading this, you got clarity. In our first lecture, we have come across this type of one illustration where we referred IGST is not a revenue source of the central government of India. It should be apportioned between the central and state equally. Got the clarity? With the help of Central Clearing Agency CCA of GST Network Portal, a robot mechanism settling the transaction fund flow of IGST between state and central. State to state. Central to state. IGST is to be apportioned between state and central equally with the help of Central Clearing Agency, CCA. You remember, based on that, these transactions now going to be worked out by us. Now, no problem. What is the problem in the given problem? Look here, Mr. A, who is supplier, supply the goods within the state of Karnataka, intrastate supply to Mr. B for 50,000. Intrastate, CGST 9%, SGST 9%. Hardly it comes to rupees 4,500, CGST 4,500, SGST. Is it clear, my dear sir? Thereafter, B supplies the goods to X Limited, who is in other state, from Karnataka to Telangana, interstate supply, where a profit margin of 10% on the cost. So, sold by B to X Limited for rupees 55,000. 55,000 where IGST will be levied. That IGST comes rupees 9,900. 55,000 multiplied by 18% of IGST Mr. B liable to pay, which is 9,900. Of course, Mr. B will say that I am going to pay the GST 9,900 IGST. What I already paid CGST, SGST, I want to claim ITC, which is allowed. First you adjust CGST followed by SGST against IGST payment. Is it clear? Further, X Limited, what he did here is, X Limited sells the goods to Y in Telangana, intrastate. With that, transaction is concluded. That means, intrastate in the state of Karnataka. Thereafter, interstate from Karnataka to Telangana. And further, intrastate sale within the state of Telangana. That means what? Goods are moved from Karnataka to Telangana. Exporting state is Karnataka. Importing state is Telangana. Under the GST law, revenue goes to importing state. Exporting state will get zero revenue. Understand, sir? Exporting state will get zero revenue in the state, in the GST law. Importing state, where the goods or services are got consumed, that state only will get the revenue. That much equal revenue will also get by central government. How it all? Let us see the problem solution I am presenting here. Now please neatly have to record in the notebook as if I am standing in front of you, taking the class. You are listening and taking the note as a live class. Is it clear, my dear sir? Please make a note. I am presenting the solution by explaining one by one. Is as follows. Answer to question number 1. In our course material, Q1, question 1. On the screen, A1, answer 1. Is it clear? Solution. First step, A sold to B. Intrastate supply within the state of Karnataka. Let us have particulars, value, CGST, SGST, working note. Goods sold by A to B for rupees 50,000, on which CGST 9%, SGST 9%, 4,500 CGST, 4,500 SGST. Got the clarity, my dear sir? CGST, Central Goods and Service Tax, revenue of the Government of India. SGST, State Goods and Service Tax, revenue of the Karnataka State. CGST, revenue of the Government of India. SGST, revenue of the Karnataka State. Is it clear? Now, after this, what happened? B sold to X Limited of Telangana. A second step. Before going for second step, please make a note what is given the problem I present on the screen, just to record by understanding important. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Any difficulty arises, you don't worry at all. Just send the WhatsApp to me. I am there as your friend to clarify your doubts through WhatsApp. Is it clear? My number, you are aware of that already. In my material also I given. Each and every page of my worksheet, workbook, as well as my course material, bottom layer, my number, personal number only given, my dear. You are most welcome to send the doubts for clarifications. Is clear? Please record neatly in your notebook. Yes, all of you record, my dear sir? Good. Continuation from here, my dear sir. Further. Second step, B sold the goods to X Limited from Karnataka state to Telangana state. It is interstate supply with a profit margin of 10%. Mr. B procured the goods by payment of 50,000 to A as is cost and CGST, SGST 4,500 and 4,500 each. But the GST is not a cost for Mr. B because he is going to avail the ITC. So the cost only 50,000. On 50,000 at 10%. Namely 110% of 50,000, 55,000. Mr. B sold to X Limited at interstate level is 55,000 rupees. So particulars, value, now liable to pay IGST working note. Where goods sold at interstate level is at rupees 55,000. How you got 110%? Namely by adding 10% to 50,000 as his profit margin. Working note. Is clear, my dear sir? Works out. It comes rupees 55,000. On 55,000, at the rate of 18% interstate supply given in the problem, IGST apply, which is 9,900. While going to pay 9,900, Mr. B says, I am liable to pay IGST 9,900, but I already paid CGST 4,500, SGST 4,500. Therefore, I want to deduct it as my ITC. Allowed. While deducting ITC while claiming against your IGST, among the CGST, SGST, first priority CGST set off against IGST. Next best SGST. Got the clarity? Because I have only CGST, SGST credit. Is clear? Utilization of ITC again I will take up elaboratively under the chapter called payment of tax. Is clear? Or ITC chapter, input tax credit chapter. I will take separate again utilization of ITC. Is it clear, my dear sir? So claiming ITC, CGST first 4,500. Further SGST. Utilization of ITC in that order. CGST followed by SGST. Against IGST payment. Is clear, Amma? The balance is 900 paid by Mr. B in electronic cash ledger. 900 rupees. Is it clear? 900 rupees collected by whom? By Government of India. Because IGST it is. But IGST, what is collected by government is only 900. How much they are supposed to be collect? the IGST, they're supposed to be collect 9,900, my dear. But how much they collected? Only 900. Shortfall of rupees, almost all 9,000, where they gone away. Central Clearing Agency CCS says that, hey Mr. Government of India, you received not 900 man, you received 4,500 already in the name of, yes, CGST, in the name of CGST. All you got 4,500 in the name of CGST, all you got. Now you got cash of rupees 900. Totally 5,400, you got it. Shortfall still is there, 4,500, which is there in the exporting state, Karnataka state revenue. What we will do here is, I will debit to the state of Karnataka and I will credit to your account, central government account. Says Central Clearing Agency of Goods and Services Network Portal. Is a network portal robot mechanism. Fund flow takes place with the help of CCA. Settlement of IGST purpose. No problem. Now here, if you refer, my dear sir, with the help of Central Clearing Agency CCA of GST network portal, SGST transferred to central government. Therefore, 900 IGST by cash, 4,500 CGST. Now transfer from the state of Karnataka to government of India, 4,500, total 9,900, got it. But be careful, my dear sir, IGST is not a revenue of the government of India. 9,900 cannot be revenue of the government of India. It should be apportioned. We will work out. Since the problem asks us to show each step of supply revenue sharing, therefore I am referring here. So IGST, in the name of IGST, government of India collected how much? 9,900 in the pocket of government of India. Is clear now? Now, is what? The second step. Here, one should understand, my dear, what is to be understood here is, now goods are moving from which state to which state, my dear? From the state of Karnataka to the state of Telangana. So, exporting state is Karnataka. Exporting state is Karnataka. Importing state is Telangana. Which state will get the revenue of SGST? Means the SGST is the revenue of importing state but not the exporting state. You know that SGST is the revenue of the state. Such a revenue of SGST is a revenue of importing state where the goods or services are got consumed. Therefore, a quick look on the screen. Karnataka, exporting state, will get zero revenue. Zero revenue. Because exported the goods to Telangana, Telangana importing state will only get the revenue. Which part of GST? SGST part will be the revenue of the Telangana state in the given case. Got the clarity? So, please make a note of this in your notebook, please. Neatly you record, sir. We have more than 200 numerics only from the GST, volume 1. I am going to be made available to you people the part 2, namely volume 2, customs and FTP, with ample of numeric examples. Please make a note. My assumption and my presumption is if you work out more numerics with conceptual understanding, that provisions long last memory. Even after you qualify, you can remember the provisions. Please make a note. Yes, all of you completed, my dear friends? Yes, all of you got it, Amma? Fine. So, all of you completed, my dear sir? Good. Now I am referring to you. X Limited sold the goods to Mr. Y within the state of Telangana. Third step is as follows. Look on the screen. Intrastate supply supplied by X Limited to Mr. Y, where we have CGST, SGST liability to pay. As usual, my dear sir. CGST, SGST liable to pay by X Limited. So what value X Limited sold to Y? X Limited sold to Y with a profit margin of 10%. So what is the cost of X Limited? Procured at rupees 55,000. Add 10%. 55,000, 10% if you add. Namely, 110% of 55,000 is as follows. The value comes rupees 60,500 is none other than 110% of 55,000. Got the clarity? Now, on 60,500, CGST 9%, SGST 9%, which works out here 5,445 rupees. CGST 4,545 rupees, SGST as follows. Namely, 60,500 multiplied by 9%, which works out 5,445 rupees. CGST equal of SGST. Liable to pay by X Limited because intrastate supply. Now, X Limited says that I have already with me IGST. I want to claim ITC. Claim it. IGST want to utilize as ITC against CGST, SGST. Now the law got amended. A new rule number 88A has been introduced by the Government of India upon the recommendation of the GST Council. You don't worry, I will explain to you elaborately this rule under the input tax credit chapter. For the timing, this much you understand, my dear sir. IGST want to utilize for payment of CGST, SGST. I can utilize the IGST as I like manner at my tax planning. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Therefore, IGST of rupees 9,900 utilizing equally CGST, SGST here as follows. So equally means works out rupees 4,950 CGST, 4,950 SGST. Purpose utilizing IGST. Is clear? And the balance amount works out rupees. Hard it comes rupees 495 rupees CGST, 495 rupees SGST paid by X Limited by electronic cash ledger. Is it clear, my dear sir? Now the revenue goes to central 495 and 495 to state of Telangana. Okay. Now state of Telangana says I supposed to be get a revenue of SGST 5,445 rupees. But I got how much? Only 495 rupees. Where is my balance amount gone away? There, Central Clearing Agency says that, hey, state of Telangana, you don't worry at all. I will take care. Says by Central Clearing Agency, namely CCA, Robot Mechanism System of Goods and Services Network Portal. Says that, I will take care. You don't worry. I will debit to central government and I will credit to your account. How much? How much shortfall? That much. How much a shortfall here means actually expected 5,445 but collected 495. The balance will be 4,950 is the shortfall to the state of Telangana. Therefore, Central Clearing Agency says that already in the name of Central Government of India collected IGST 9,900, now 495 by cash. Totally here they collected 10,395 rupees they collected. But their revenue how much? Only 5,445 only. But they collected 10,395. Therefore, Central Clearing Agency says that I will debit to central government by deducting how much means by deducting the shortfall of rupees 4,950. I will deduct and the balance amount will be in the name of Central Government of India is only 5,445 is the revenue of the Central Government of India. Here the shortfall transferred to state. Therefore, state government will collect like this 495 cash collected, then CCA transferred to the state of Telangana by debiting to central is rupees shortfall of rupees 4,950. Put together 5,445 rupees will get the state of Telangana. So here what happened, my dear sir, equal revenues got by each state. Equal revenues got by each state. Central government got here 5,445. State government of Telangana got 5,445, which is this particular values. Got the clarity, my dear sir? I am presenting now with detailed information is as follows. Shall I proceed now, sir? Now I am presenting here the points are as follows, one by one for your kind consideration is as follows. So, look here. In the case of Central Government of India, they already collected CGST 4,500. Now collected 495 by cash. 495 by cash. Earlier they collected IGST by cash 900 and they got from Karnataka state 4,500 SGST. Total 10,395. From that transferred to the state of Telangana 4,950, resulting that the balance amount is with central government 5,445 rupees, which is equal to their CGST amount. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Any difficulty, my dear sir? Further, now coming to state of Telangana. Telangana revenue is as follows. Now collected here 495 by cash and transferred from the central to the state with the help of CCA 4,950 together is equal to 5,445 rupees is none other than the SGST revenue. State of Telangana revenue. Got the clarity? We started with 18% GST. We wind up with the 18% GST, which is equal revenue of the central as well as state. Got the clarity? Is the what? One nation, one tax concept. VAT, value added tax concept. GST is a VAT, value added tax. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Any difficulty up to this, my dear sir? Now I am referring further. Question number 2 as follows. Question number 2, my dear sir, reading as follows. It is there from your CA final, questions for practice, and very good problem it is. It is a standard problem, at your level problem, practical one. Mrs. Kajal, a registered supplier of Jaipur, Rajasthan, has made the following supplies in the month of January. 1. Supply of laptop bag along with the laptop to a customer of Mumbai for rupees 55,000 exclusive of GST. 2. Supply of 10,000 kits at rupees each 50 amounting to rupees 5 lakhs exclusive of GST to Ram Fancy Store in Kota, Rajasthan. Each kit consists of 1 hair oil, 1 beauty soap and 1 hair comb. 3. 100 kits are given as free gift to Jaipur customers on the occasion of Mrs. Kajal birthday. Each kit consists of 1 hair oil and 1 beauty soap. Cost of each kit is rupees 35, but the open market value of such kit of goods and of goods of like kind and quality is not available. Input as credit has not been taken on the goods contained in the kit. 4. Event management services provided free of cost to her brother for his son's marriage function in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Cost of providing said services is rupees 80,000, but the open market value of such services and of services like kind and quality is not available. 5. 1,400 chairs and 100 coolers hired out to function hall Ajmer, Rajasthan for rupees 3,30,000 exclusive of GST, including cost of transportation of chairs and coolers from Mrs. Kajal go down to Jaipur to the function garden Ajmer. Mrs. Kajal has paid the cost of transportation of chairs and coolers to an unregistered goods transport agency GTA located in the state of Rajasthan at the rate of rupees 20 exclusive of GST for each chair and each cooler, and in return has charged 20 rupees only for each chair and each cooler from function garden for transportation of the same. Interest of rupees 6,400 inclusive of GST was collected by Mrs. Kajal in January from Ram Fancy Store, Kota, for the payment received with a delay of 30 days. Assume the rate of GST to be as under. Laptop, CGST 9%, SGST 9%, IGST 18%. Laptop bag, CGST, SGST 14% each, IGST 28%. Hair oil, CGST, SGST 9% each, IGST 18%. Beauty soap, CGST 14%, SGST 14%, IGST 28%. Hair comb, CGST 6%, SGST 6%, IGST 12%. Event management services, 2.5% CGST, 2.5% SGST, IGST 5%. Services of renting of chair and coolers, CGST, SGST 6% each, IGST 12%. Transportation services, CGST 2.5%, SGST 2.5%, IGST 5%. From the above information, compute the GST liability, namely CGST and SGST and or IGST, as the case may be, of Mrs. Kajal for the month of January. Excellent question, you know. This is what, my dear, expected level of the institute. We'll work out. Simplified manner. What is this? All the points maximum we covered. If not covered, I will explain to you now. You don't worry at all. First, let us start, my dear sir. Analyze this problem. Cool of mind, you have to analyze. With the cool. See, whenever there is a big problem in front of us, we should not tense. We should cool. Then only we can succeed that particular problem. We can overcome the problem. We can win on that particular problem. We have to cool. What is the problem in the given problem? Mrs. Kajal, a registered person GST in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Very good. She made the following supplies. 1. Laptop bag along with the laptops. Along with the laptop. Laptop and laptop bag. Is a composite supply, mixed supply? You tell me, my dear, as per section 8 of the CGST Act, we referred. When I sold laptop goes along with that, is naturally bundled in the ordinary course of business. Therefore, it's a composite supply. Resulting that entire supply will be treated as principal supply. What is the principal supply you mean here? Principal supply none other than laptop. Laptop is the principal supply. Principal supply. The GST applicable for laptop is also applicable for laptop bag, is the meaning of that. See, if you refer here, laptop is 18% GST, laptop bag 28% GST. Now enter rupees 55,000 will attract GST, the rate applicable for laptop, which is 18% GST applicable, the entry value is called composite supply concept. You are aware of this, my dear. Point number 1 is clear. Now point number 2, very simple to say. Supply of 10,000 kits at rupees 50, namely 5 lakh rupees, which is exclusive of GST, sold to Ram Fancy Store in Kota. Okay. Each kit consists of 1 hair oil, 1 beauty soap, 1 hair comb. You tell me, hair oil, hair comb, beauty soap, these and all naturally bundled with in the ordinary course of business. One cannot be supplied separately. Yes, we can supply easily. One separately. Comb has separate market, hair oil separate market, beauty soap separate market. But I am mixing and supplying. Therefore, mixed supply. Such a mixed supply is considered. If so, what is the impact? Among the supplies, the highest rate of GST will apply. So, if you refer here, my dear friends, here the problem, hair oil 18%, beauty soap 28%, hair comb 12%, 18, 28, 12, highest rate 28. Therefore, I can simply say that this is called as mixed supply, resulting that mixed supply is a mixed supply. Now, resulting that highest rate GST at the rate of 28% applied on the entire value of 5 lakhs is a concept of section 8 of the CGST. We already referred. We understood already, my dear. Further, point number 3. 100 kits are given free, gift free. Free means no consideration. No consideration, not a supply. Unless covered under Schedule 1. Is Schedule 1 transaction? They said input tax credit has not been taken on such goods, therefore not covered. Customers not the relatives of Kajal. Therefore, no supply, no consideration, not covered under Schedule 1. Therefore, point number 3 is not a supply. Not a supply. Point number 3, not a supply. Got the clarity, my dear? Any difficulty? Further, point number 4. Event management services provided free of cost to her brother. Now the point is brother, sister, parents, grandparents, who are wholly or mainly dependent on such person. Brother of Kajal, depending on Kajal? No. How can you say, Mr. Rafi? unless specifically mentioned, wholly or mainly dependent, we cannot assume as relatives as referred under section 2. Subsection 49 of the CGST, relationship will come into picture. Family means parents, namely the husband and wife, children's, namely spouse, children, daughter and son. And further they given parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, who are wholly or mainly dependent. Now, when you refer the brother and sister, here brother, he is wholly or mainly dependent on causal, which is not given. Which is not given specifically, we cannot treat as relatives. Therefore, in the given case, they are not relative. If not relative, no consideration because free of cost, resulting that not a supply. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Further, point number 5. 1,400 chairs and 100 coolers hired out. So hiring services to a function garden, Ajmer, Rajasthan, for rupees 3,30,000, which includes cost of transportation of the chairs and coolers from Cajas Godown at Jaipur to function garden, Ajmer. There are two supplies are there, my dear sir. Hiring out of chairs and coolers, one supply, and to provide that from there, go down to the client place, transportation services, both are included. It is naturally bundled with each other. Otherwise, what happened? Hiring is not possible. Hiring of my chairs is possible only when I deliver the chairs my client place by incurring transportation cost. Therefore, there are two are involved. Hiring of chairs and coolers followed by transportation of this particular goods. In that case, composite supply. What is the principal supply? Hiring of these coolers and chairs. So, resulting that what happened here? Hiring of chairs and coolers, rate of GST 12%, amma. Followed by transportation of services, of this transportation nature is 5%. So, principal supply is hiring out 12%. The 12% only will apply on the entire supply of 3,30,000, which includes transportation charges also. Principal supply only apply. Namely 12% of GST apply, not the 5%. Got the clarity? Is clearer? Further. Referring to you here, I will refer this point now. Right now I will refer. What is this point? Is very important point, my dear. Is a very important, my dear. Mrs. Kajal has paid the cost of transportation of chairs and coolers to an unregistered GTA, Goods Transport Agency, located in state of Rajasthan, at the rate of 20 rupees exclusive of GST for each chair, and each cooler in turn has charged 20 rupees from their client fine. Now, to provide transportation services shifting from Cajas Godown, chairs and coolers, to Ajmer, the client location, function garden, they hire from others GTA services. They receive the GTA services. The GTA wala, Goods Transport Agency wala, unregistered person. But Kajal, a registered person. Now here, be careful. I will bring to a notice here, first one, reverse charge mechanism concept, RCM. By referring section 9, subsection 3 of the CGST to limited extent, because RCM for us is a separate chapter I will take up. For the time being, the problems demanding us to look the RCM, I am referring with a simple illustration, is as follows. Now look on the screen. This much you understand sufficient, my dear. If the supplier is unregistered person, being a GTA, supply to a registered person. Supply to whom? To registered person. Supply to a registered person. Supply to a registered person. In that case, what happened? If the registered person is the recipient, then recipient only liable to pay GST, not by the supplier. It falls automatically under RCM. Got the clarity? Now, in our given example, just now I refer to you, here, registered person is Mrs. Kajal. GTA remains supplier being a unregistered person, Got the clarity? So, who liable to pay GST in the given case, my dear sir? Kajal liable to pay GST under RCM if Kajal received GTA services from an unregistered person. Got the clarity? This much sufficient to understand, my dear sir. For the time being, I will explain to you RCM elaborately. GTA topic is very elaborate topic. For the time being, this much sufficient to understand. Is clear? Please make a note of this, please. Yes, all have recorded them. Shall I make a further move on this particular point? Further, analysis of problem important. Then answer easy. Yes, understanding the problem important. Answer is writing only, easy to write. Once you understand the provision. Is clear? Further, referring here, especially interest, 6,400 rupees was collected from Ram Fancy Store, Kota, by Mrs. Kajal in the month of January. We got the clarity, my dear sir? So, this interest for delay payment of particular sale proceeds, delay payment, in that case, is a supply, as we understood, Schedule 2 of CGST, where we understood forbearance to do an act, tolerating an act or a situation, where I already referred to you, such interest generally considered inclusive of GST. The problem also said here, inclusive of GST. In spite of that, such interest should be inclusive of GST. What rate of GST inclusive in that interest means? To whom the goods has been supplied? Ram Kota, namely Ram Fancy. Here if you refer, yes, point number 2 refers, Ram Fancy Stores is the case, is in that case, they supplied, what supplied here? Particular mixed supply. What rate of GST? 28% GST. This 28% GST also be GST rate for the given interest. Be careful. Interest and delay payment of sale proceeds. What rate of GST applies means the rate of GST apply for the given supply is 28%. Same 28% will also apply for the interest, namely delay payment of sale proceeds. So the given value 6,400 is inclusive of GST always. Therefore, 100 divided by 128, you will get how much rupees here, my dear sir? Almost 5,000 rupees you will get. Here 6,400 divided by is rupees 5,000 divided by 128, because 128 how got 100 plus 28, 100 plus 28 GST rate you have to apply on the interest to know the value of taxable supply. taxable supply here is rupees 5,000. Got the clarity, my dear sir? This is also taxable at the rate of 28%. Fine. We have been covered all the analysis of the given problem and find out the causal GST liability in the month of January is how much? Is as follows. Now listen, my dear sir. Question number 2, answer 2, presenting as follows. Statement showing the GST liability of Messrs. Causal in the month of January is as follows. One by one, my dear sir. Carefully watch on the screen also. What we analyze, I am presenting as such. First one, supply of goods, namely laptop along with the laptop bag for rupees 55,000 in our given example is a composite supply. Entire rupees 55,000 will attract the GST rate applicable to laptop, also apply to bag, resulting that they sold to the particular product at interstate level, namely other state they sold, resulting that IGST applicable, which is 18%, is 9,900. Is it clear, my dear sir? It is treated as interstate supply, IGST applies. Any difficulty up to this, my dear sir? Further, CGST nil. Up to this, any doubt? Fine. Further, supply of kits, 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 like the particular mixed supply, hair oil, GST 18%, hair oil, GST 18%, and thereafter beauty soap 28%, hair comb 12%. It is a mixed supply, as we understood. So highest rate among this is 28% applies. It is in fact intrastate supply in the given example, supply within the same state of Rajasthan, resulting that CGST 14%, SGST 14% on the entire supply. Here it comes rupees 5 lakhs, on 5 lakhs 14% CGST comes rupees 70,000, SGST 70,000, IGST nil. Is it clear, my dear? Any difficulty? Further, supply of kits free of cost, various items together, and they have not availed the ITC on such goods. Free of cost, no consideration, and also not covered under Schedule 1, then not a supply. So CGST, SGST, IGST fully nil, because value itself nil. Is any difficulty, my dear sir? Look on the screen, please. Any difficulty? Further, supply of services to her brother, free of cost, for her brother son's marriage, event management services. Her brother depending on her? No. Therefore, not relative, non-relative. Then no consideration and not covered under Schedule 1, resulting that also be not a supply. Is clear? Also not a supply. Any difficulty, my dear, in the given case? Further, so no CGST, no SGST, no IGST, because value itself nil. Got the clarity? Further, supply of chairs and coolers on hire basis, along with transportation charges included. So, is a composite supply we referred. The entire 3,30,000 which includes transportation charges, will attract the GST, the rate applicable for hiring of chairs and coolers. So here it is 12% GST, CGST 6%, SGST 6% applicable on the entire 3,30,000, which comes rupees 19,800 CGST, 19,800 SGST. IGST nil because interest rate supply. Is it clear, my dear sir? Any difficulty in the given case? Fine. Now, further referring here, interest rupees 6,400, which includes of GST 28%, liable to pay by GST, liable to pay by Mrs. Kajal. So, interest received from Ram Fancy Stores, which is, as you are aware of that, 6,400 inclusive of GST 28%, which comes rupees 5,000 here, which comes rupees 5,000 here, rupees 5,000. So this 5,000 is taxable supply, is your taxable supply. Then on 5,000, CGST 14%, SGST 14% is equal to 700 and 700, IGST nil because intra-state supply of goods to Ram Fancy Stores. Is clear, my dear sir? Since delay happened, collected interest. So interest collected, which inclusive of GST. Problem also said is inclusive. Even problem not said, also it is inclusive only. What rate of GST inclusive? The GST applicable for the supply is applied for the interest also. In the given case, for supply of kits, it attracts 28% GST. Therefore, here interest also attract 28% GST. On rupees 5,000, 14% CGST, 14% SGST, we calculated as rupees 700 and 700 respectively. Now referring to you further, my dear, here the particular transportation services availed by Kajal being a registered person from a GTA who is uninsured person falls under RCM, where 1,400 chairs at the rate of 20 rupees transportation cost. So is equal to 28,000 plus 100 coolers at the rate of 20 rupees transportation charges per cooler. Together is, it comes rupees 2,000. 28,000 plus 2,000, which comes rupees 30,000 as your transportation charges paid to GTA who is an uninsured person by Kajal. So Kajal being a registered person liable to pay GST. So under RCM, liable to pay GST rate of 5% given in the problem. Transportation charges 5% GST, CGST 2.5%, SGST 2.5%, which comes rupees 750 rupees. Got the clarity? Therefore, here on rupees 30,000 CGST 750, SGST 750, IGST nil. It is a RCM, reverse charge mechanism, for a kind consideration. This is a important area. I will explain this to you elaboratively in due course under the chapter RCM. So, all supplies are in the given case forward charge except the last one, the GTA services, which is RCM, resulting that the total liability of Mrs. Kajal for the month of January, CGST liable to pay 91,250, SGST liable to pay 91,250, IGST just rupees 9,900 is the solution for the given problem, my dear sir. Got the clarity, my dear? Any difficulty in the given case? Now please record neatly in the notebook. This particular solution is as follows. Please try to record neatly. Once recording is equal to 5 times reading, I told you, my dear, do not neglect this and all. Very good. Practical problems one can expect in the examination. Yes, all of you completed, my dear sir. Quickly record, my dear, please. Hopefully you might have been recorded all these points. Is clear? Shall we proceed further? Question number 3. Question number 3. Reading as follows. Power Engineering Private Limited, a registered supplier, is engaged in providing expert maintenance and repair services for large power plants that are in the nature of immovable property situated all over India. The company has its head office at Bangalore, Karnataka, and branch offices in other states. The work is done in the following manner. The company has self-contained mobile workshop, which are container trucks fitted out for carrying out the repairs. The trucks are equipped with items like repair equipment, consumables, tools, parts, and so on to handle a wide variety of repair work. The truck is sent to the client location for carrying out the repair work. Depending upon the repair to be done, the equipment, consumables, tools, parts, and so on are used from the stock of such items carried in the truck. In some cases, a standalone machine is also sent to the client premises in such truck for carrying out the repair work. The customer is billed after the completion of the repair work depending upon the nature of the work and the actual quantity of consumables, parts, and so on used in the repair work. Some other trucks is sent to the company's own location in other states, from where it is further sent to the client location for repair. Work out the GST liability, CGST, HGST, or the IGST, as the case may be, of Power Engineering Private Limited, Bangalore, on the basis of the facts described. Read with the following data for the month of November. Referring here, serial number A, truck sent to own location in Tamil Nadu. Value of items contained in the truck 3 lakhs. Value of truck 25 lakhs. Truck sent to the client location in Tamil Nadu for carrying out repair. Stand-alone machine is also sent in the truck to the client location for repairs. The value of items contained in the truck 2,85,000. Value of stand-alone machinery 4 lakhs. Value of the truck 20 lakhs. Billing for repair to be done afterwards depending upon the actual items used. Point number C. This is point number B. Point number C. Truck sent to the client location in Karnataka for carrying out repair. Value of items contained in the truck 1,06,000. Value of the truck 20 lakhs. Billing for repair to be done after depending upon the actual items used. Point number D. Invoice raised for repair work carried out in the Tamil Nadu, including the invoice for repair work done in B, is 70 lakhs rupees. E. Invoice raised for repair work carried out in Karnataka, including the invoice for repair work C. 12 lakh rupees. Also specify the documents, if any, which need to be issued by Power Engineering Private Limited, Bangalore, for the above transaction. All the given amounts are exclusive of GST. Wherever applicable, assume the rate of taxes to be as under. Items used for repair, CGST 6%, SGST 6%, IGST 12%. Container trucks, standalone machinery, GST, CGST, SGST 2.5% each, IGST 5%. Works contract for repairs and maintenance of immovable property, CGST, SGST 9% each, IGST 18%. You are required to make suitable assumptions wherever required, necessary. This is what the problem. Sometimes what happens, my dear, by the time of the completion of reading, we may forget from where we started. Don't worry, simple problem this is. Damn easy. You are already aware of that, a concept. Goods sent on sale or approval basis, not a supply, unless the buyer accepts the purchases. Is it clear, sir? Or if the goods are returned back within 6 months from the date of dispatch, not a supply. Point number 1. Point number 2, already referred. Interstate branch transfers called distinct persons. Goods supplied between branches at interstate level is a supply. Liable for GST. At the same time, CBIC given a clarification which I already referred to you. Interstate movement of vehicles between distinct persons, not a supply, unless it is meant for further supply. We referred or not? We referred, my dear sir, under the head distinct persons, where one PAN holder holding multiple place of locations of business across India, we call them distinct persons. From one state to other state, goods has been dispatched between the branches. We called it distinct persons concept. Supply, interstate supply it is. Even without consideration is a supply. Because schedule 1, point number 2. However, vehicles are carrying the goods. Interstate movement of vehicles between distinct persons, not a supply set by CBIC unless it is meant for further supply. Suppose my vehicle going from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu to my branch place for delivering the goods, and vehicle coming back. Such a vehicle movement between two branches at interstate level, not a supply. Unless the branch further makes further supply, means I supply from Karnataka my vehicle to Tamil Nadu branch of mine. Tamil Nadu branch not only selling the goods but also going to sell my vehicle. In that case, the vehicle is called as supply set by CBIC. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Now, I am bringing to a notice this particular problem, very simple problem. Look here. Important point here to be noted here is this. The trucks are required equipment, items like repair and carrying. The trucks sent to the client location for carrying out the repair work. Depending on the repair work to be done, the consumables and all, they come to know at the end of the supply of service their particular total billing value. Further, they said here, in the given case, truck sent to own location Tamil Nadu, from where? From Karnataka. Interstate supply. This 3 lakh rupees items, means goods, called as interstate supply of goods. Goods, no? Therefore, what rate of GST applicable here means IGST apply. So items, IGST 12% applicable. At the rate of 12% apply. Is it clear, my dear sir? Further, value of the truck not a supply. Why not a supply? Because the truck coming back to Karnataka. Point number B, trucks sent to client location of Tamil Nadu, and we do not know unless the work completed what is the bill value. Therefore, the items contained in the truck, standalone machinery, value of truck, which is not a supply. So, billing for repair to be done afterwards depending upon the actual items used. Later on they came to know that under point number D, they said that items used in the point number B is known and concluded with rupees 70 lakhs. 70 lakhs consist of repair work where consumables also used. In this is called as work contract service. Though the material involved in that we should treat as supply of service as referred under schedule 2 point number 6 sub point A. So it is supply of services, it is supply of work contract service. Therefore, what rate of GST apply? GST at the rate of work contract service. What work contract service is given here? Work contract is 18% IGST. So interstate supply it is. Therefore, it is GST 18%, namely IGST apply. Is clear? Further, invoices, point number D, point number C. Point number C is considered, they use their repair work in the same state of Karnataka with the items of 1,06,000 and the value of truck which is not a supply, and the billing come to know only afterwards depend upon the actual items are used. Later on they said here point number E with reference to point number C. We come to know the work is completed now, the bill raised for 12 lakhs within the state of Karnataka. Is it clear, sir? Intrastate supply is also supply of dash work contract, supply of work contract WS service. What rate of GST apply? So 9%, CGST, SGST 9%. Namely, the applicable rate of GST is 9% for the work contract. CGST 9%, SGST. Is it clear? That's all. Nothing is there in the problem to make us confused. Only you have to apply application. So point number B and point number D is not a supply. Reason, my dear sir? Reason, we do not know unless the work is complete. Therefore, it is not a supply. Both is not a supply. When it became a supply? In point number D and point number E, it became supply. Is it clear, sir? The solution for the given case is as follows, my dear sir. For question number 3, answer number 3. For question number 3, answer 3. Simple. Statement showing GST liability of Power Engineering Private Limited for the month of November. Look on the screen. As usual, particulars, value, CGST, GST, IGST, working note. Further, supply of goods to own location in Tamil Nadu from Karnataka, interstate supply. Value is, items value, rupees 3 lakhs. Rate of GST, what is applicable for the item of goods, apply here also, which is 12% of IGST. On rupees 3 lakhs, which rupees comes, IGST is equal to, is 36,000. CGST, SGST, nil in the given case. Got the clarity, my dear sir? Any difficulty in the given case, ma? Fine, good. Further, supply of work contract services to other state, customer's location, Tamil Nadu, also interstate supply, where work contract. Point number D says that point number B, work completed in the point number D, where the invoice raised for 70 lakhs, interstate supply, works contract IGST 18% in the given case. IGST will be levied, which is rupees 12 lakh 60,000 in the given example on 70 lakhs. CGST, IGST will be nil. Is it clear? Further, in the state of Karnataka, work contract has been carried out, point number C, which is completed in point number E in the given problem. So, which is worth rupees 12 lakhs work contract services, where CGST and HGST 9% and 9% respectively will apply. Namely, on 12 lakhs 9% CGST is rupees 1,08,000, HGST 1,08,000, IGST will be the nil. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, thereby total liability comes here, CGST comes is as equal to 1,08,000, SGST 1,08,000, IGST comes here is rupees 12,96,000. Is clear, my dear sir? Please make a note, my dear. While recording, please you have to improve the speed of writing with quality of handwriting. Inculcate the habit right from the beginning, writing little bit speed, because in the examination, question paper is not given by examiner. Booklet is giving. Sir, 14 pages, 16 pages, if not sometimes 24 pages question paper, sir, is a question booklet. Therefore, to answer 100 marks in the examination, my dear friends, you please inculcate the habit writing speed with quality of handwriting. That is very important. Presentation makes perfect, my dear sir. You are too good. Make it glorious by shining. So, all of you record, my dear sir. With this chapter, supply, composite supply, mixed supply, where applications by inviting at a comprehensive level is concluded. Is clear, my dear sir?